Akala ko tinatanong.
Okay, so basically, yeah, the section that we just covered mostly the issues that we have to determine is through Screaming Frog, and whatever issue we have to determine, we have a section in a Screaming Frog, and from there we have to export the file and add the file in the template. I already told you that I will share the link of the template file, and you can just add the information that is required in the template file, and you can remove all of the information from the exported file from Screaming Frog. So that's the way we do it. The next section is the technical issue section. Um, this is a bit technical basically. So yeah, I mean, I will explain as much as I can. Okay, so canonical version of the site is, so suppose this is the website. I will go to the home page. This is the website. Canonical version is the version that we want Google or other search engine to index. So basically for this website, if I go to the view source, if I press Control plus U, it will take me to the view source. And if we search canonical, you can check the canonical version of the website is established as this. Now this is the canonical version of the website, and we want canonical version to get indexed. So we want this version of the website to get indexed, and that is what it should be mentioned here. So site has a canonical version established, and that is this. So we have no issue with the canonical version of the website. So canonical version is basically the version of the website that we want Google or other search engine to index, and it should be mentioned, it should be defined in all the websites. And if it is defined in the website, then it's good, like it is what we needed. So there is no issue found. Now next is duplicate page section. Duplicate page section have multiple multiple subsections. You can see that. The first one is duplicate due to non-canonicalization of pages. Let me see if we have that issue in the other one. Okay. So generally we nowadays it was like previously, like in the old days, we do not have the canonical version of the website and the canonical version of the other pages of the website defined. But now it is a practice that every website have the canonical version as well as the other pages of the website. If I go to the category page here, there seems to be, if it is a collections, generally it is a Shopify website. Now, if I check the canonical version of this category page, now it is also established. So basically we have to check the 2-3 pages of the website to make sure all the pages of the website. So suppose I go to the product page and now I check if it has the canonical version. If the canonical version is not defined, now it has the canonical established as well. Now, if you can see, this is the Shopify website. That is why you can see the if you go from collection category to the product page, you can see this URL. But if you check the canonical version, you will see there is no collection added here. This happens only with the Shopify website. The Shopify website create a separate collection product page and a separate product page. So in that case, we have the product page, basically the exact product page as canonical, which is good. This happens only with the Shopify website, and this is the Shopify website. We have Shopify generally create a collection, a separate collection page. So collection is in Shopify, collection is basically the category page. So that is why it happens only with the Shopify. This is the functionality of the Shopify. So we have the product page, the exact product page as a canonical. So that means there should be no issue. So canonical version of the website, sorry, non-canonicalization of the pages means if there is no canonical page established for the inner pages as well as the home page of the website, then there will be an issue. But in this case, because all the pages of the website is canonicalized, or you can say all the pages have of the website have the canonical page established, so there should be no issue, I think. Okay. Now, duplicate due to www and non-www version, as this section state, what you need to do is basically go to the home page. You need to add www in at the start of the URL and see what happens if we add www. So it actually redirect 301 redirect. You can see this. It is actually 301 redirect to the canonical version of the URL. So there should be no issue. Basically, in this section, we have to check all version of the website should redirect to the canonical version of the website. HTTPS is what the canonical version of the website. So basically, if I add www dot the website name domain.com, it should also redirect to the canonical version of the website. Canonical version is the version that you find in the view source, this one. So if it is redirecting to this canonical version, that means there should be no issue, and it is what happening. It is what is happening, so that is why there is no issue. Again, trailing slashes versus non-trailing slashes. This is also something you can check. You can add trailing slash here and then enter. It should redirect to the canonical version of the website, and it is what happening. So there should be no issue again. Now, duplicate due to SSL implementation. That means if there are two like you can say there are number of pages that are HTTP and there are number of pages that are HTTPS. So there can be a mixed content issue on the website. Like some pages are in HTTP and some pages are in HTTPS. One process to confirm this is to check this lock. If you check, you will say it's like it says connection is secure. That means all your pages should be in HTTPS. So this is good. Sometimes you will see here your connection is not secure, and it says in the information that some of the pages of your website are not in HTTPS. In that case, you have to go to your Screaming Frog crawl. You have to go to internal link, and you have to export all the internal links and check what is happening. And sometimes you didn't find anything in the internal link, then you have to go to images and see if some of the images are not in HTTPS. It might happen that some of the images are not in HTTPS but still in HTTP. That may be the reason it is saying that connection is not secure. So that can be another reason for the connection is not secure. So this is what the SSL implementation, duplicate due to SSL implementation means. And then duplicate page due to same on page content. Now this happens mostly with the blogs. Now you might have seen that let's go to the blog section. You might have seen that we used to tag our blogs. Now when we tag our blog, it creates new page, the tagged page, which have a number of blogs that is added to that particular category. Now if you check this section and if you check the main blog, both have same content. So this blog, this part, and the main blog, this part. So suppose this, if you check the content, the most part of I mean 2-3 paragraph mostly same, this snippet, this complete snippet, and then this complete snippet is same, but these pages are different. This page and this page, we have different URLs for these pages. Obviously tag pages, this is a tag page, so this will contain all the blog which is related to ambience. Now this create a duplicate content issue. This section is duplicate to this section. Now to eliminate this issue, what we need to do is we need to no index these tags pages. We do not need these tag pages generally. We just need these tag pages for the UX, you can say uh, user experience, but we do not need these tag pages to get indexed. We need this blog page to get indexed. So what we do is we add no index tag in this tagged pages, and that is what has been added in this issue. Found blog tag pages that need to have no index added to them. So basically that's um, the main issue that comes under same on page content. And sometimes we also check this through site liner, but that is also a tool, but generally do not give the correct information, so we avoid using it. For this section, generally we check the blog pages if they have the tag pages, and if tag pages have no index added. So you can check if tag pages have no index tag added. Go to the view source, search with no index. You can see no index tag is not added here. So we can add the information here that there are a number of tag pages. You can add the spreadsheet with the tag pages, and then you can say that we need to add the no index tag to these tagged pages so that it do not create the duplication issue. So this is all about the duplicate pages.
Interesting. Ladies, do you have any questions?
Kanika, I have one.
Sure.
So for those duplicate pages, we cannot run that in Screaming Frog. Like we have to manually check, like for example, the blog pages whether they have those no index tags.
Right. So what you can do in that case, you can go to the Screaming Frog, you can go to the internal pages, and you can download all this file, and you can search with the tagged, or you can separate the tagged. I mean, obviously the tag pages have tagged added here, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
can add you can search with the tag, and you can separate those tag pages, and you can add the list here in the spreadsheet.
So on these tag pages, we will have to remove the no index tag. Is that correct?
We have to add the no index tag.
You have to add the no index.
Yeah, we do not have the no index tag added. No index tag let Google know that we do not want these tagged pages to get index in Google index, right? So that is
Mm-hmm.
why we add the no index tag in tagged pages. We want the main blog page. Now the main blog page is here. We
Mm-hmm.
want this page to get index, and we do not want the tag page to get index. So we add no index tag in the tagged page, where we are specifying Google that we do not want this page to get index, because this page has some content which is already present here. So to reduce the risk of duplication.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. So pagination, do you guys have idea of pagination, what pagination generally means?
Is that putting numbers in the pages or something?
Yeah, so suppose you have a category and that category have almost 100 products. Now
Mm-hmm.
you cannot show the 100 product in a single page, right? You have to divide the 100 product into multiple pages. So suppose if you are adding 10 product in a single page, that means you require 5 pages to add those 100 product. So that means you are paginating the products, the category page basically, right? You are paginating the category page where you are dividing the 100 products into 5 pages. So that is what pagination means. I think this site have very less product. Let's show you, I mean, Q spray. Let me show you some other website that have number of products. Now, this is a website. Um they actually sell the pest control related products to the companies as well as to the residents. Now suppose we have this power sprayers, and I go to this best selling power sprayers. Okay, this also do not have much product in it. uh, okay, you can see this BG sprayers. Now this is paginated. This is the first page and this is the second page, right? Now if you move from first page, if you check the title tag of the first page, it's not showing. Shop B and G sprayer tips and replacement parts. Now you go to second, and you also check the description here. Now you go to second page, again check the title tag, it is same, and you check the description, it is also same. Now it if you see like this, you see that there are two pages with same title tag. There are two pages with same description. That means there can be an issue of duplication.
Mm-hmm.
But if you check in the view source, search with rel, rel equal to colon, sorry, previous. Okay, you will see that they have this rel equal to previous, And in the first page, when you go back to the first page, and you check the view source, and you will see rel equal to next. The first page says the rel equal to next is the second page, and the second page says rel equal to previous is the first page. That means you are already defining that these two pages are the paginated pages. And the for the paginated pages, the title tag and description and meta description can be same. In that case, you are letting Google know that these are the paginated pages by adding this rel is equal to next for the first page and rel is equal to previous for the second page. That will let them know that the next paginated page for the first page is the second page, and the previous paginated page for the second page is the first page. That makes Google understand that these are the paginated pages, and if we have the same content on both the pages, then there should be no issue. So you need to check that if this is added or not. This rel is equal to previous and rel is equal to next. This is added or not. If it is added, then there should be no issue with pagination. If it is not added, then there is an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to let Google know that these pages are actually the paginated pages, and these pages can have the same descriptions, and these pages can have the same titles, same meta description, and same content. I hope that is clear.
Okay, so basically, let's just you're saying that each in the source code for pagination, it should have the rel equals next or previews, so it won't have
Previous,
any
right?
issues with Google.
Yes, if we have
Oh,
this tag added, then there should be no issue. If we do not have this tag added, then there will be an issue.
okay, got it.
So you have
But
to define the same thing in the in this analysis. If already if suppose there is no paginated page, then obviously there is no issue. If there are paginated pages, then you have to check if this tag is added. If tag is
mhm,
added, that means there is no issue. If tag is not added, then that means there is an issue, and you have to define that issue.
okay, got it.
Okay. Now next part is redirect chains. You can get that information from here. Okay. So redirect chain is when one URL is redirecting to the other URL, and then again that URL is redirecting to the other URL. So there can be multiple redirects. So suppose you say like domain.com/1 is redirecting to domain.com/2, and domain.com/2 is redirecting to domain.com/3. That means two redirection in a single page. So you can get that report from Screaming Frog report section. You need to go to report section, then redirects, then redirect chain. If you have any kind of redirect chain, if you export this, so they will ask for the export when you click on redirect chain. If you export that sheet, if you save that sheet, if you find out that there is no redirect chain, then there will be no issue. If there is a redirect chain, so suppose as I said, domain.com/1 is redirecting to 2 and then 3, then you have to suggest that the URL domain.com/1 should be redirected to the URL domain.com/3. Instead of multiple redirection, there should be a single redirection, right? So suppose there are three redirection in total, then you have to reduce that redirection to a single redirection. So the first URL should be redirected to the last URL instead of in between redirections. So that is the suggested change. I think there is no redirection change for this. Let's see if we have any for the other template. Okay, there is a redirection chain here. So let's open this file. Okay, you can see this is a source URL and this is redirecting twice, right? So this source URL is redirecting to this URL. Sorry, this is a source URL and this has this URL, which is redirecting first to this URL and then finally to this URL. So we will suggest that this URL should redirect to the last URL rather than redirecting twice, redirecting to this, then this. It should redirect directly to the third one. So this
Okay.
is what we need to suggest. Redirect chain is when one URL is redirecting to second and then second URL is again redirecting to third URL. So we have to suggest that the first URL should automatically be redirected to the third URL instead of multiple chains. The multiple chains actually create issue with the page load speed. So that is why we suggest this. When we have the multiple chains, it create issue with the page load speed of the website. That is why we suggest that there should be a single redirection rather than multiple redirection.
Okay.
Okay, pages returning 5xx error. This can also be checked here. Uh, okay, we can go to the response code and you can check the server error 5xx. If there are no, generally you will not find these kind of errors. Um, these kind of errors happen in some of the website that is having maybe hosting into a hosting company that is not very good or something like that, because 5xx is generally related to hosting. 5xx issue is generally related to hosting. So generally if there are some hosting issue, then we get this kind of error. And I think we rarely get 5xx error into a website, very very rarely. So this is the one, and this can be checked through Screaming Frog as well. Next is the pages that are returning 4xx error. Again, you can find it here, and you can obviously download it through the export file. Now you can see that this URL and this URL is different. So you have to check when you export the sheet, you have to check only the errors that is on this URL. You should not be giving this as as a error, but you have to check. I think you can see this error here. You can open the spreadsheet. You can see that there are some errors on the site itself, that is 404. That means these pages are actually missing or removed from the website. Now we have to find out the pages that are actually maybe created similar to these pages, or maybe we can redirect these pages to the category pages if they are product pages and missing. So we have to redirect those pages, the missing pages, because some of the missing pages sometimes have some sessions previously, and we do not want to reduce that traffic. That is why we suggest the redirect. So there is a redirect URI which is blank right now. We generally give the suggestion when the client comes in, and in sales audit we do not give suggestions here. We just say that there are 404 pages or the missing pages in the website. We suggest to redirect it to nearest pages, so that we can resume the traffic from these pages. So that is what we suggest in the sales audit basically. Okay. Okay.
Steffi has a question.
Yep. One second. Yeah, can you say, I mean, please let me know what's the question.
Steffi?
Kanika?
Yes.
Yeah, my questions are, first, what's the Chrome extension that you have been using to check the 301 redirects? The one with two arrows going down? Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So this is the redirect path.
Redirect path.
Okay, so every time that we visit a page, then it will automatically like update us whenever it's
Yeah.
like,
So suppose there is a redirection, like suppose a 200 OK page is redirecting to so suppose a page is redirecting to some other page, it will show 301. And suppose a page is missing or page is blank or it is not found page, then it will show 404. So if suppose I click on this page and this is 404, I'm not sure if it is 404 right now or not. Just let me check. So yeah, you can see a 404, right?
okay. And the next question is about pagination. Like
Mm-hmm.
earlier, you've mentioned that whenever there are pages with the same title tags, but those pages are paginated, I mean, is that the term correct? Then that's acceptable, right? I mean, having duplicate title tags are
If
acceptable.
the paginated pages have rel is equal to previous and rel is equal to next tag added, then it is
Yeah.
acceptable that they have the same title tag and same description added.
So then how does that affect our like critiquing for like the duplicate title tags? Do we mention that the duplicate title tags have no issues then? If those pages are paginated?
You will when you check the duplicate title tags. I mean, when Screaming Frog generally check the title tags, they consider that like paginated pages. They do not add those kind of pages. But if they
But
do, you can generally see that in the title tags basically. So the kind of URLs they create, the paginated pages like page 1, page is equal to 1 and page is equal to 2. So you can check that. I mean, text used to check that already. So that should not be an issue with the title tag section.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay. I guess this meeting is also going to over. Do you guys want to split this meeting into two? I mean, I guess it will take more time, like 2 more hour, I guess, to complete this analysis training.
Yeah, sure.
Can we